you know, most of the magazines, you'll see all the pictures here, it's just about doing something on a wave, get an amazing barrel, do a big air, some big turn, whatever, some hero move, and that's great, but that happens for like an hour of your day or a couple hours of your day. What's going on the rest of the time? You know, what do you do with yourself the rest of the time? And you talk to all the crew who are in the top areas of surfing, and if there's nothing else going on in their life, they live a pretty boring life, and usually they turn to drinking lots and drugs and end up pretty messed up, you know. So it's kind of an important thing to realise that although, you know, you want to just eat, sleep and breathe surfing, there's a lot of other times in between where you've got to be doing something that's satisfying, you know, not just for yourself, not just going out and working, but doing something for the benefit of others. Brings me, I guess, to why we're here, you know. Paul and Peggy there invited us to come down because we've done work over the last 8 years with dolphin and whale issues around the world. Has anyone seen The Cove or heard of that movie, The Cove? Yeah. Did you see it? It's pretty heavy, eh? So it's where all the it's basically about the dolphin kills in Japan, where people round up and kill thousands of dolphins every year, and we have a small part in that film of bringing surfers and people to that place and trying to expose what was happening there. And so through our work over the years on those issues, we've been able to have lots of great new friends around the world who might want us to come and lend a hand in some way, in any way, to somewhere that has a problem that relates to surfers and dolphins and whales and whatnot. And so that's why we're here, is because you've got a dolphin here, the Maui dolphin. And does anyone know about that dolphin here? Yeah. Do you ever see it when you go surfing? Do you ever see dolphins around in the lineup? Sometimes?
Rarely, but occasionally.
Rarely, yeah. Well, as far as I know, I don't know lots about it, but apparently there's only 20 female breeding, 20 females that are breeding here in this area, and it's only a stretch of 100 miles or so, yeah, either way, that they live, this dolphin.
It's the rarest, most endangered dolphin in the world, and it's critically endangered.
Yeah. So anyway, when Peggy told us about the Maui day that's happening tomorrow, and if we could come down and just lend a hand and try and bring some attention to it, that's our way of bringing surfing into doing something more than just what stokes us out, you know. So anyway, so that's happening tomorrow. If anyone's around and wants to hang out, we're going to be hanging out throughout that tomorrow. There's a bunch of music playing and great people speaking and stuff, and then there's the raft race and all that sort of stuff going on, which is pretty cool.
And make an announcement to everybody. We'd love you all to come to Maui's Dolphin Day tomorrow. Just stop by if you even if you're busy doing whatever. Just stop by and have your photo taken with the life-size replica of a Maui's dolphin. And that would contribute to the Visual Petition Campaign that we're doing, the one that we're calling Let's Face It for the Mauis. And we're going to make a banner just like how Dave's organization Surfers for Cetaceans has done, and then make sure that the government sees it. They're going to see, you know, hundreds and hundreds of faces of people saying, save the Mauis, you know, do everything that's needed to protect them from being caught in nets and hit by boats and things. And tomorrow, after Maui's Dolphin Day, at the end of the day, at 5 o'clock, we're going to have a free screening of Minds in the Water. Have you heard of Minds in the Water? The documentary about Dave! You guys gotta come and check it out! And then also there's a Q&A afterwards where we'll be all talking about issues, you know, that are threatening the environment around here, the Maui's dolphins and the seabed whiting and stuff. So, you know, really would love to see you all come out, you know, at least get your photo.
So these surf breaks are sanctioned under the new coastal management policy indicated as Whale Bay and Manu Bay, which is a pretty cool piece of legislation. But you know, the wave is an expression of the environment, and it needs those special conditions in order to do what it does. It needs, you know, clean water so we don't get sick when we surf. And it also needs the shape. You guys probably studied fluid dynamics and all of that kind of stuff. If we start messing with that structure, that seabed structure, we start messing with the shape of the wave. And so really, you know, what you guys have in terms of a future of surfing depends on the preservation of these surf breaks. So there's a thing called the Surf Break Protection Society of New Zealand. There's a group called CASM, and there's an International Surf Break Protection Society as well. It'd be really cool if you guys want to school up on what those organisations do and what they stand for. And on Sunday, we're just going to have kind of a silent, non-violent opposition against the Seabed Mining Consortium, which is a large international company which wants to come in and dredge 1 billion tonnes of the ocean floor just on our back doorstep. So we want to rally together, we want to unite and unify, because you know, together we, you know, as a bigger group, we stand taller and stronger, and kind of get that message across that, hey, this place is really special to us, we love it the way it is. And
you know, the greatest surf sessions of my life, which have been pretty good, and I've gotten some pretty good waves over the years in places where, you know, there's not even a name for those spots, and you know, there's no one around, and it's as good as surf gets. Those moments still aren't as fulfilling and as long-lasting and as great as those moments where you work for the benefit of something else. You know, so I guess that's what I came here to share, is that, you know, you see all these stories and these things in magazines, and it's built up to be this amazing thing, but it's short-lived, you know. You come in from the shore, you're stoked, you talk story that night with everyone about how good the surf was, and it's great, but it doesn't last much longer than that, you know, whereas these other things really do. So I'd really encourage you all to step up and get involved with this issue here, because if that dolphin disappears and you grow up and you realise that you had an opportunity to help it and didn't, it's a pretty terrible feeling to live with. So.